Chelsea are on fire. What a performance from Frank Lampard's boys this evening. Absolutely tip top. No doubt about that. Scintillating performance, cutthroat, clinical, an absolute demolition job of Sheffield United. Majority of the possession, all the opportunities. And as we say, that clinical edge has been added to Chelsea Football Club this season. Do you know what? Chelsea can win the Premier League. This Chelsea team this season under Frank Lampard, by the way, they haven't even gelled yet. They can win the Premier League. They are unbeaten in 11 games and they have conceded 1 goal in their last 6 matches. Since Chilwell, Thiago Silva, and of course Mendy have been added to this back line, they're almost impenetrable. And tonight there was a slight mistake that led to the goal being conceded. Outside of that, no issue. Every single game for the past 6 matches, practically impenetrable. Honestly, we haven't seen a Chelsea team this strong defensively for a good few years. They're climbing up the table, unbeaten in 11 games, as I mentioned, across all competitions, scoring goals. And that's the most important bit. Hakim Ziyech, what a player. What a player Ziyech is. Different gravy. That is 4 goal contributions in his last 4 games, 2 goals and 2 assists. You then couple that in with Timo Werner. And I want to speak about Werner. The Werner era is here now. Forget the kind of finding Timo Morata. That's over. Man has, and I was looking at 5 goals in his last 4 games, and he has 9 goal contributions in his first 11 games for Chelsea Football Club, and he's starting to kick in. And as I've said already, this is before Chelsea Football Club. This is before Chelsea Football Club, in my opinion, have really gelled together. Super chat here says Ziyech is different class. Absolutely is. Absolutely is an impeccable player. What a signing. Timo Werner. The Werner era is here. Absolutely brilliant. Chelsea are absolutely on fire. Daniel here says, Ziyech, what a baller. Watch out, Premier League. We are coming. Daniel, I agree with you. Keeping my neutral head on here and not trying to look at this as a rival fan. This Chelsea team, I'm going to quote Monster. Pray for the rivals. You know, when Chelsea get the bit between their teeth, they are a dangerous animal. They're a dangerous machine. And a lot of people question Lampard, his naivety. Can he create a team that is defensively sound as well as excellent moving forward? Absolutely. Absolutely. They're able to do that. It's been created. What we've seen tonight was absolutely brilliant. And when you look at the past few games and we look at Chelsea's fixtures over the course of the last few matches, see, won tonight 4-1. They beat Rennes 3-0, Burnley 3-0. One in the Champions League 4-0 against a team whose name I can't pronounce, Krasnodar. They drew with Man United, yes, but they managed that game well, as an example. They drew with Sevilla. Not a bad result. Sevilla are a good team, but they're progressively getting better and better and better and better. And the only time, actually, you think about it as well, they beat Crystal Palace 4-0. And in the game in between beating Palace 4-0 in this good run, they drew 3-3 with Southampton. The difference between that game and today was biscuit fingers being in goal. Chelsea are formidable. As long as they keep Mendy fit and they don't have to play biscuit fingers, they've got a genuine chance. And I think what's also worth calling out, no Kai Havertz, no Christian Pulisic. There's still 2 players to enter this first team that will make them even better. As if a super chat here says the same thing. No Havertz and no Pulisic, by the way. Absolutely right. Thank you very much here to Rodrigue here with the super chat. I didn't say anything, but thank you very much for the donation. It means a great deal to me here. Blue_FT says, Terry, once upon a time, there was a wizard who came to London. His name is Hakim Ziyech. They must go to a certain tune. I'm not too sure what the tune is, but Chelsea fans buzzing tonight. So Chelsea fans, I want to hear from you. How confident are you in your team? How confident are you that you can mount a title charge this season? I think personally you can do that. Make sure you're smashing that like button right now, people. Get those super chats in for us. Timothy Chu here says, Thiago is our Van Dijk. If he gets injured, we are screwed, won't lie. But we are looking so balanced, which is what makes me most pleased. I understand the worry if you get Thiago injured. I would be more worried about Ben Chilwell and your goalkeeper, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. That's where my concern would be, but I hear you. DJ here says, Ziyech on fire. Silva even scored today. A free transfer. What a class man. A class act. Man, I am so gassed. Kante, cover. I can go... Oh, Reece James and who's BC? Complete class. BC. Why don't I know who BC is? Why can't I work out who BC is in my head? I don't know why I can't work out who that is. I'm like missing what person that is. But yeah, I thought all of Chelsea were very, very good today. Kovacic and Kante look excellent. I thought Mason Mount had a decent game. There's no doubt. Tammy Abraham coming in, of course, because of the injuries to Pulisic and the illness of Kai Havertz and delivering. And that's what's important. Daniel here says, Liverpool and Man City scraped past Sheffield United. We destroyed them. Haters, sit down. That's very true. That's very true. You've breezed past them. Look how good Crystal Palace are doing this year. You absolutely smashed them. And Chelsea still haven't gelled. Chelsea still haven't gelled, in my opinion. There's still more to come. There's still more improvements to come from this team, in my very, very humble opinion. Comment here says, Ziyech is next level. He absolutely is next level. There's no doubt about that whatsoever. If Chelsea keep all their players fit this season, especially Pulisic, they can definitely challenge this season. 110%. A lot of people here shouting out Ben Chilwell. Ben Chilwell, what a performance he put in tonight as well. Look, his goal was a little fortuitous. He kind of bottled the challenge, which I don't blame him for, by the way. Hit him and went in. But, you got to be in it to win it, and he put himself in that position. But Ben Chilwell, do you know why I'm so happy for Ben Chilwell? He was so disrespected because he's English. He was so disrespected by the footballing world. The footballing world disrespected him when he was linked this £50 million move. No. He isn't good enough. He's an overrated Englishman. I don't think there's a Chelsea fan in the world that would swap him now for Tagliafico. There isn't a Chelsea fan on the planet that would swap him for Alex Telles. There isn't a Chelsea fan on the planet that would want Alonso. No one even wanted Alonso back. But you get what I'm saying here. Neek Sports here says Havertz was the problem all along. He's obviously joking. Nobody get triggered by that. Get your super chats in. Hit that like and share button for us right away. But that's the question I'm posing tonight. Have Chelsea gelled? Can they win the Premier League? That's the question. Can they win it? Can they challenge? Is there more to come? Are we going to see a better togetherness? Is there more gelling to come from this team? How good do you think they can become? I want your views and I want your opinions. I'm not sure where our Chelsea contingents are that have been sent the link for this show. They said they were all jumping on. I've no idea where they're at as it stands right about now. I definitely shared the link. I shared it about 1,000 times with them. Let's see what's happening. One sec, people. There we go. Let's do a few more comments here. Let's see a few more things that have been said. Oh, BC is Ben Chilwell. I've just realized who BC is. Sorry. My mistake. The comment here says, wait a minute. Let's beat better teams, then I will believe we can win the league. I hear you on that. I hear you. But let's go back and look at your games against bigger teams. Man United, fair enough. Yes. Maybe you could have done a little bit more against us in that game, right? Outside of that, like you played Tottenham in the League Cup, bossed them in the first half. You played Liverpool, right? Liverpool were good against you. You then got a man sent off and then Liverpool kind of ground you down. That was before you had the majority of your first team players fit. If you played Liverpool again now, today, I think Chelsea would beat Liverpool. I really do. But you've got some big tests on the horizon. You've got Tottenham in a few weeks' time, as an example. Everton a few weeks after that. Yeah, Arsenal. Actually, Arsenal's on Boxing Day. What a game that's going to be. So you've got some big tests on the horizon. that will really see where you're at. But I think your title challenges, I really, really do. See here says, I still remember Twitter Avi being xenophobic against Ben Chilwell just because he was English and not because of his football ability. Listen, man, British players get a hell of a lot of stick based on their nationality. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. The amount of crap they get. One of our members here says Ziyech, Augustine here says Ziyech is class. He's top class. He's a top player. There's no doubt about it whatsoever. Monsieur Ahmed here says Chelsea are playing good football. Don't take that away from their performance, but to challenge for the Premier League, you need to beat 4 out of the top 6. I hear you on that, Monsieur Ahmed, but I think they can. And you know, tomorrow is going to be an interesting day when City and Liverpool face each other. Who's going to drop points in that? But when you take a quick butchers at the Premier League as things stand right now, Chelsea are there, 8 games played, 15 points on the board, which is pretty good. Yes, they've drawn 3, only lost 1 game though, which is massively stand out. 20 goals scored, highest goal scorers in the Premier League. The 10 goals conceded, I think you can break that down. Compare how many goals have been conceded when Mendy's been in the net compared to Kepa. I think it's 9 of those goals are under Kepa, 1 of them's under Mendy. The difference in this team since Mendy has arrived, of course, Ben Chilwell and Thiago being part of this team are important as well, is palpable. They're sitting 3rd in the league, 1 point off the top. They've got a much better squad than Southampton. Liverpool are going to be the front runners. There's no doubt about it. Chelsea got a better squad than Leicester, a better squad than Tottenham. You've already seen the 6th place team there, Everton, already 3 losses on the bounce. They're declining already. Chelsea are title challengers, 110%. I actually think right now Chelsea could end up going on to be closer title contenders than Man City this season. And they haven't even completely gelled yet. It's a scary prospect. And I'm trying to remain neutral. I want to hate on Chelsea as a Man United fan, but I can't. Thank you there. So one of our members says, by the way, love your shirt. I appreciate that, bro. Thank you. Comment here says, now let's talk about Reece James. I reckon he's in pole position to be the Lions' number 1. I've always picked him over AWB and Trent. That boy is special. Yeah, Reece James is class. And you're not going to hear anybody say anything different from that than me. On the England thing, Southgate really likes him as well. 100% he's in the England team over AWB. There is no shadow of a doubt. I think AWB is going to go and play for the Congo anyway. So I very much doubt that he's going to have to compete with him. But Reece James over Trent, he hasn't got as good a cross with the ball as Trent. But Reece James, in my humble opinion, is a better defender. There's no doubt about that at all. iTest Merchant here says Ziyech, mixture of Fabregas and Iron Robin. I like that. Ziyech is class. Ziyech, what I like about Ziyech, the thing about Ziyech I love the most, the man is about output. He's an output guy. He isn't happy unless he's scoring and assisting goals. And I love that because outputs are the most important aspect of football, winning. You can't win without an output. You can't win without scoring. You can't win without clean sheets. Massively important. They truly are. Thank you very much, Desi Gary, for upgrading your membership to legendary status. I appreciate that, my brother. We're going to get some callers on. We're going to open up the lines for you, but make sure you're hitting the like button. Make sure you're hitting the share button. But the big question is, Chelsea fans, can you challenge for the title this season? I think you can. Let's jump into it and see what the boys have got to say. We're joined here by David. We've got Lincoln in the house as well. And man like Pram. I'm going to go to David first on this excellent performance tonight. Break it down for me. And also, I want to ask you the question. Can you challenge for the title this season?
Yeah, no, it's a good game from us. As I've been saying for the past 3 weeks, Ben Chilwell, currently on form, is the best fullback in the Premier League. Don't hear it. Another goal today. He didn't mean it, but who cares? A goal is a goal. The defense looks solid. Yeah, it was a shaky start. But the thing is, our system, it was a mistake, not a system problem. So it wasn't a massive, it wasn't like a a concern for me. Midfield looked really good. Like our worst midfielder today was probably Kovacic or Mount, one of the two, and they were both fantastic, so it's not a problem. Tammy scored a goal. Werner scored a goal after he missed a really easy chance to score as well. Ziyech, I mean, Ziyech. There's nothing else to say, but guy's class. And then, have I mentioned everyone? And then Mendy in goal did what he does, stops goals going in. So yeah.
Yeah, I hear that. I mean, I want to speak Timo Werner for a moment, or the Wernera, as I'm calling the man now, because I think, you know, like every so often a striker comes into the Premier League and it doesn't matter the color of the shirt they wear. Drogba done this, Van Nistelrooy did this, Thierry Henry has done this, Aguero has done this. They come in, and by the time they leave, there is almost this universal acceptance of, yeah, he was good, you know. I feel like Timo Werner is about to. He could have had 3 goals today. He's always there or thereabouts. Brian, from your point of view, how excited are you about the way your team's playing at the minute, mate?
We're clicking, and once when the season was starting and we were a bit inconsistent and stuff like that, the main thing I kept on hyping on about or talking about is the fact of that final ball is what we're missing. It's not the fact that we can't score goals. It's that final ball, that final pass, that creative issue. Now that Ziyech is fit and in the team, he solves that completely. Werner, people can say he was playing out of position and stuff like that, but he still played well, bagged a goal. Ben Chilwell, there's a reason why I love this guy. There's a reason why Frank wanted him. Ashley Cole raves about him. He is a brilliant left back, and you can say he's not on Robertson's level. Fine, Robertson is world class. Chilwell may not be world class right now, but there's no reason why, based on his talent and his quality and potential, why he can't get there in the next few years.
Prime. Based on Liverpool fans' logic, if Jota is better than Werner, Chilwell is better than Robertson and Trent.
That's cool, but Liverpool fans aren't ready for that conversation anyway. Liverpool fans aren't ready for that conversation anyway. They're not ready for that conversation.
Just saying.
What do you mean they're not ready for that conversation? Why are they not ready for that conversation, bro?
They're not ready for that conversation. So anyway, Thiago Silva at the back, and then Mendy. I had issues. I was worried about this guy when he first came in, but every time he plays more and more, he just seems to prove me wrong and impress me. And I keep saying that I'll reserve judgment until the end of the season, but there's nothing I can say. There's nothing I can really
I hear that completely. I'm going to go. We've got, hang on a second, people. I've got someone got to add in here for a minute. Big smiles. Look at this. Big smiles in the house. Neat.
No, here she is.
How proud are you of your team tonight?
Oh, bro, are you done? Are you done? Are you done? Proud? That's an understatement. Are you done? Listen, this is what I'm talking about. When I said Ziyech, once that guy's fully fit, it's curtains. It is curtains. What was it today? Curtains. What was it midweek? Curtains. Fam, are you done? Oh, no. Today's performance showed me, yeah? Listen, when I told you we're going to challenge for the Premier League, this is why. This is exactly why. Guess what? Guess who weren't playing? Pulisic weren't playing. Havertz weren't playing. This ain't our final form. Are you dumb? Teams are struggling to break this team down. Teams are struggling to break down Sheffield United. Teams are scraping by. Liverpool, Man City, I'm talking to you. Talking to you, man. Are you done? Are you done? No, I'm gassed. Absolutely gassed. And any Chelsea fan that can sit there and still say Lampard out, Faye, this is for you, that can still sit there and say Lampard out, come and buck me. This is real talk right now. You must be out your goddamn mind. And to Ram, and you're watching there, Ram. I know you're
send the link.
I told you, next time you play Liverpool, all of your players better be fit. Otherwise, it's curtains. Curtains. Anyway, sorry. Yeah. I'm
I like it. I like the energy, but you know what? It's one of them ones. I'm one of them people. I've always had, as a neutral, I've always had faith in Frank. And I said all along, all summer when you're buying these players, just wait for him to. I didn't know how long it would take you to gel. I thought maybe January time. It's clicking a lot sooner than we thought. Yeah, great. Werner, as I say, Werner is here. This Keys is going to be absolutely brilliant as an example. and it's elevating the Mason Mounts and Tammys. I mean, I will say this: I did my mathematical research earlier. People told me, Mason Mount and Tammy will play as many minutes this year as they did last year. Mason Mount this time last year had played nearly 800 minutes by this point. He's played 450 at this stage. I think Tammy's played like 320 minutes now. This time last year, he played 658. However, although they've scored less goals and got less assists each, their performances look better when they're surrounded by better quality people. And over the course of time, you're going to see a better Tammy and a better Mason Mount. They'll get less stick from their fans, and it creates a more harmonious environment. I think it's really important to see that. You've still got two players in Pulisic and Kai Havertz to add into this. If rivals are looking at this, right? If rivals are looking at this right now and thinking, it's going to be okay, we're going to get through this. Do you know what I mean? That tells me you trust Boris Johnson to get us through lockdown. Like, you can't be trusting that. Chelsea are on fire. I want to go to Igal here as a rival. When you see Chelsea playing like that, does it make you a little sad as a Gooner?
I'm a little worried here. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Chelsea are looking good. And you know what? One guy that is not going to be spoken about today is going to be Kurt Zouma, and I think Kurt Zouma is top 5 center backs in the league. Honestly, I really rate that guy highly. As much as you guys rate a lot of other center backs in the league, I think Kurt Zouma is level above a lot of these other center backs that we were talking about. And when you guys talk about Thiago Silva, the reason why he's looking so good, yes, he's played, he has all the experience, but Kurt Zouma next to him with the pace, power, and everything, and also he has a lot of goal contributions. He's a good center back. And Frank Lampard, he's yet to still prove to me away at big games. He hasn't done that yet. So we still got to calm down. But one thing I will say is Hakim Ziyech, Arsenal, how do you not sign this guy when we were being told 25 million? What's going on, mate? Because honestly, he is looking class above class.
The reason why is because Willian is better than Ziyech, apparently.
Listen. Last year.
Listen. Oh, I've seen that clip as well. Everyone listen. Put some respect on my team's name, bro. Don't anyone ever disrespect, bro. It's over. It's curtains for the rest of you. Amen. For the rivals is back.
Amen.
Hibernating. Listen, I'm at work. I gotta get out of there. But peace, people. It's over. We're coming for the rest of you, innit? Game over, bro.
Sorry, I couldn't help myself. There we go. Do you know what I'd say is this, right? Like, to a gal's point, I want to dig a bit at Arsenal here just because my team won today, so I've got like a little free pass for the weekend. Basically, I've got a hall pass. Like, Arsenal, though, you're renowned for that, Igal. And I don't know if you know your history. Like, you guys were front runners for Cristiano Ronaldo, Yaya Toure, Zlatan Ibrahimovic. You guys were front runners. You guys actually were front runners for Van Dijk for years. He was going to come from Celtic to you guys. Vincent Kompany, you guys were front runners for. The amount of these players that you guys should be signing that you never do. It's honestly, it must feel horrible. Bro.
Yeah, but Terry, Willian's better. They've got Willian. Don't forget that.
Listen.
We got Willian. He's good.
Yeah, I came in here humble. I'm giving you guys praise. You guys got a great player. There's no need to throw salt. We didn't play Aston Villa yet. If we beat Aston Villa, you guys won't be talking shit.
Only Sheffield.
There's a comment here from Curtis Patrick, an Arsenal fan, that says it's only Sheffield. Calm down.
But I don't get it. No, because if we lost, people will say, you lost to Sheffield. But now that we're winning, it's only Sheffield. Fam, I don't care what anyone says, Top teams have struggled to beat Sheffield United. We whitewashed them. I don't care if it's only Sheffield. Focus on your own team. Focus on Arsenal while you're low block defending, and keep Chelsea's name out of your mouth. Understand?
I need to come in.
Sheffield, shut up, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna head out. Can I say one thing before I go though? You guys,
we rival fans.
You guys won. Big up to you guys. But keep this up. If you guys can keep this up, then we'll say, oh, you guys are back in this and you title challenge. Right now, it's still too early. No, it's too early. It's too early. You're not having it. I came on humble. 2 out of 9. Let's be real.
We've kept it up longer than Arsenal.
Wi-Fi is probably going to cut out. So I want to say this. Put some respect on Lampard's name. I'm fed up with it. Oh, Lampard out. Where's it coming from? Where are you now? Talk to me. We're the most informed team in the league. Tyrrell's best left back in the league. James best right back in the league, Ziyech's best wing in the league. I'm pushing the agendas. I don't care. I'm pushing all them. I don't care. I'm fed up with the rivals talking in my head about this and that, underrating Lampard because he's lost in the final, his first final with Chelsea. Relax. That's all I've got to say, innit? My Wi-Fi's not cut out, so I was going to say that.
Cheers, bro. Cheers, Jim. I'm getting a lot of feedback from someone's line. It's like hella crazy in my ear. It might be cheers. It's always cheers.
It's always cheers.
Always cheers. It's always cheers. In relation to that, Jem, what you saying, bruv?
What can I say after that, bruv? What can I say after that performance? I'm going to be quick, so I've got to shoot as well. But put it this way, right? Last season, we go 1-0 behind. We ain't coming back. This season, we go 1-0 behind. I'm sitting there and I'm like, not panicked. I'm cool. I'm calm. I'm watching it. I'm thinking to myself, you know what? We're going to do this. Why? Because we've got a solid goalie. We've got a solid defence. And we got sick attackers, bro. Like, what more? Like, that was such a great performance. Hakim Ziyech, man, I swear. Like, that guy, like, he makes me excited. Like, makes me so excited. Jokingly excited. So you hear them fireworks? That's how excited I am right now. Like, honestly.
Yo, Terry, you might be coming for your man Bruno's head with these goal contributions.
And you know what? That's cool. That's cool.
And also, can I just quickly say, put respect on Frank Lampard's name as well. I'm getting fed out of people being negative about this guy. I said it, didn't I? Give the guy some time and back your blimmin' manager. I've got to go anyway, yeah?
All right, cheers, thank you, bro. Man's obviously
I've got a question.
Go on, bro.
For Chelsea. I know I'm the only rival fan guest here on the panel, but you guys are flying right now. I think you guys can keep this up, but is there anywhere else that you guys can improve on? Do you still see some of the same mistakes that we were making last season, this season, even though you're in this good run of form?
Yeah, but they're happening a lot less. Like before, like literally, you even saw it earlier this earlier this season when Marcus Alonso was playing and he made 3 mistakes and it cost us 3 goals.
He out the
like,
squad.
Marcus Alonso there.
He's not even there. He's not even there anymore. Like before, it wasn't the system; it was individual playing mistakes. Now you've got better quality players. The system suddenly looks better.
Yeah.
I will say something.
Go on, Lincoln. Go on, bro. Finish your sentence.
Yeah, I will say something though. Like what Lampard's doing something that not many Chelsea managers have done since Conte. He's playing Kante in his right position. Kante has always been a DM, like a lone DM. He's finally doing that, and it's the best. It's the best Kante for me.
Do you know what it is though? People need to stop this whole narrative that Kante is not a DM, or like he doesn't play well as a DM and he never played there for Leicester, because he actually did. And the only manager that we've had is Sarri, and he's the only one that played him actually out of this DM position. So it's never been a myth.
You're right, Nick. It's such a weird narrative. And I remember when Sophie Rose come out and said she doesn't like that Sarri's playing him out of his DM role. And do you know what? The way people sort of broke it down, he was never a DM. And I remember challenging them. I said, what do you mean he was never a DM? And the way they tried to like finesse it in with some kind of weird little nuances. Oh, well, it wasn't his primary role. He did some of it. No, he sat in the middle when he won the damn ball back. That was his job. Right,
yeah, he did that a lot today as well.
Winning the ball back and then distributing it to the creative players. That's what you want him doing primarily. Wild Staff here says Arteta is better than Lampard. Listen, stop. Just stop. Just
based on what?
The FA Cup. We're going to go to some callers now. We've opened up the lines. We've got one of our members here. Welcome to the show, my friend. What do you want to say?
Hey, how you doing? Big shout out to David, Anita, and Prime. I love you guys.
Hey,
hey, what about your moderator, man? I'm right here.
No, you're not a Chelsea fan.
You're not Chelsea. I'm still
come
here.
Come on.
Lincoln.
Come on.
Not the chat, Lincoln. Not the chat. I need respect.
Come on. I just want to say this was an amazing performance. You've already said exactly what everybody has to say. This was a complete performance, and we have to build from this. That's all I can say, to be honest with you.
Mate, I appreciate that. First of all, thank you for being a member of the channel. It means a great deal to us, my friend.
My pleasure.
And we'll speak to you again soon, buddy. Thank you very, very much. Thank you. Next up, we're gonna throw Zach on the line next. Zach, welcome to the Football Terrace. What do you want to say?
This just shows you what a club can do with owners like Abramovich, yeah, pumping in money into the club, yeah. We got Kroenke and them, man. It's not fair, bro.
Well, to be fair,
Werner, all these man, bro, quality players.
Hold on, before you talk about our owner and so on, you do have to bear in mind quite a lot of our money, even though we all know Netsman's not a real thing. Quite a lot of the money we've spent on these players came from previous players' sales.
Yeah, from the Hazard thing and the Morata. Yeah, I know.
What I would say, David, the difference is this, right? Your club, your ambition is to be the best football team in England.
100%.
100%. Arsenal and Man United, I don't think that the primary target is to be the best football team they can be, and
it's profit them position.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Zach, thank you very much for coming on and having your say. We're going to jump through some of these calls as quick as we can. Next up, we're going to have Abby on the line. Abby, welcome to the Football Terrace. What you saying, Abby?
Hello.
Hello, Abby. What you saying, mate?
Yeah, I'm so glad, so happy. I just have no words.
You have no words.
The main thing is the board. I'm so happy about the board gelling together and buying so amazing players in the summer market. And now they're starting to gel is the number one thing for me.
Yeah, number one thing. It's quality. Do you think you can win the Premier League title, my friend?
I think so. We can. If we have this level of consistency, definitely.
There we go.
Abby,
they can do it. Abby, my friend, thank you very much for coming on, having your say. Some super chats here. First one from Sam says, "You're looking good, I won't lie, but look at your run. Look at your run of form at the end of last season and the level of good investment. We expected this. Let's see them beat more of the top 6 convincingly and consistently." That's what Sam has had to say here. We had a super sticker from Daniel. He put up on the screen, just said goal. Thank you. 1999. I appreciate that, bro. Means a lot. I'm definitely going to get Chinese tonight now. Thank you very much, brother. Daniel with another super chat with no comments on there. Elite KJ has joined us. What's going on, bro?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I've cheered up from the fact that we won. It was really, really weird. Like we won the game, but I felt like we lost, fam. Like it was just mad. But I'm good now. What's everyone saying?
Can I ask a question, KJ?
Yeah.
Can we finally put Ben Chilwell in the team of the week on Midnight Vibes? I'm begging.
Yeah. Listen. That's down to the panel. I'm just facilitating. David needs to fight for him better.
No, Anita, you made it in once. He made it into like the first one. I tried doing it last week. They didn't allow it. So this week he's back away this week.
It depends what happens in City versus Liverpool, because if Robinson puts in a madness in that game, he's going to end up getting in. But we will see on that. But no, I thought. What did you make of Chelsea's performance, KJ?
No, it was good. It was very solid. The balance in their team is looking good right now, and this is what makes it interesting now going forward. That was without Havertz and Pulisic. Now, if Lampard has his full fit team, could he manage all of them? You've seen with Oli, when he has a full fit squad and he puts all the stars out, they start to struggle. We start to look bad. You know what I'm saying? So I'm wondering, can Lampard implement his style without the necessary balance of Kovacic and Kante in the midfield and Mason Mount? Could he actually have the Kantes with Mason Mount or with Pulisic and Havertz in there? It's going to be very interesting to see. Like, I'm not trying to say that he can't, but we have to see the proof in it. Like, if he can make it work with all the stars out there, Chelsea are looking dangerous.
100%. There's no doubt that they're looking dangerous. We're going to add a few more callers to this as well now. We've got, by the way, do us a big favor, go into the link in the description below and sign up to the newsletter and mailing list. Get that done right about now. Also go and subscribe to the Football Terrace Clip account. Make sure you're doing that. And if you want to get your comments up on the screen right now, sign up and become a member for as little as 99p. We're going to throw LFC Sonny into the mix here. LFC Sonny, what you saying, bro? Can't hear you, mate.
Right off the bat,
and you're not muted either. You might just need to connect your mic as the main source. Yeah, all right, I'll put you back in the back. Oh, yeah, there we go. We'll go to Samuel. Samuel's with us. What are you saying, bro?
Yeah, man. I can't lie to you. You have to big it up to Chelsea, you know. You have to big it up to Chelsea. I did say, even Prime, knows, I said that Chelsea will win 3-0 because I just don't think Sheffield. I think Sheffield are going to get relegated. And to be honest, Chelsea just did what they needed to do. It's not really a surprise to me. However, what I would say is that they have a run of games after the international break, which I want to say it will test them. It will test them. I think they got Leeds, then Wolves, then Tottenham, then Man City or something like that. So it will test them. So when I see those run of games and see how they do, I will judge them on that.
Yeah.
I will judge them on that. But you have to big it up to them. Yeah, Chelsea did their thing. That's all I can say, to be honest.
Yeah, now there's a comment here from Marble Hall TV. Arsenal fan here says, funny to see Chelsea fans gassed about teams they should be beating. I mean, yeah, Arsenal fans, you guys got gassed about getting
the Community Shield.
No, Arsenal fans got gassed about beating Man United 1-0. The Man United team that they don't rate, and Ollie's a PE teacher. So
but it's not even about the quality of the team, it's the nature of beating them. This is the thing. Liverpool and Man City played this team in consecutive weeks and only beat them by a goal. Liverpool's one was arguably lucky because they could have conceded an extra penalty that it didn't happen. And Man City, yes, they kind of dominated the game, but they only created one chance basically the whole game. This could have
However,
finished
David,
fine.
I would say that we did have injuries.
I get that, but regardless of whether you had injuries or not, it's the performance I'm talking about. The 11 players on the pitch on the day, our players performed far better than those two performances previous against Sheffield United. And the fact, and this is the funny thing is,
David, but at the same time, them man still got the win too. So like,
no, I know they still got the win, but it's the nature of the wins. This is what I'm talking about. If anything, our team needs the most like we need to build on something because we're not like Liverpool and City who have done it before. Like they know they can win the title, we don't. So we need to start building on constant good performances. We can't be like, oh, if we have a bad performance, we're champions, so it can happen. We can't do that. We've got
you know what the difference is from last season. I've seen performances like this where we can go 1-0 down to a Sheffield and we don't win the game. We can have all these chances. We don't do enough to win it, or we'll go 2-0 up at half time and end up conceding and drawing 2-2.
That's an excellent point. These were the games last year where Chelsea were dropping all their points at home against middle road team.
It's happened this season as well. So let's not act like they're out the woods completely.
They're not out the woods completely. I get that point, but the difference is you've got to look at these things from when players are in. So we all know when Man United play with Bruno, McTominay and Fred in that kind of in the 4-2-3-1, our win percentage is huge. We look better. We're a better team. We know how much better we've been at Man United since Bruno's came in. When you look at Chelsea, since Mendy's been in that goal, they've conceded one goal in 6 games. Prior to that, it was like 13, 14 goals they conceded with Kepa. The difference is palpable. And I think Chelsea are only going to get better as these guys learn to play with one another and learn to each other's games. It's scary for me.
The funny thing is about this,
scary.
The funny thing is,
so should they win the league?
They took 5 points.
Win the league? No, you man should. You're the best team in the world.
You should be winning them. Don't try and do that. Don't try and
do
the whole.
No. All I'm saying is that because hold on, David. Wait, one sec, David. Because Van Dijk came out, is injured now. Apparently, Liverpool was supposed to fall off. So I'm thinking, okay, if Liverpool's supposed to fall off and Chelsea have this such a good team, should they be winning the league?
Samuel,
that's what I'm asking.
When I made my prediction about Liverpool, I knew there was a potential for injuries to happen. Therefore, I don't care how many injuries you get. I still expect you to win the league. You have the best
David,
team
where did you say we will finish? Where did you say we will finish?
I said you'd finish. I said you'd win the league.
Okay, cool. That's what.
Yeah,
that's
and also you got to remember as well. Only because Liverpool finished so far ahead of everyone else, even with their drop off. That gap was so big that their drop-off still should win the league. And Chelsea's elevation there's still a lot to go. It's 66 points. They finished the same as United. So if United have a massive mountain to climb, so did Chelsea, because at that point we were at the same point at the end of the last season. They're looking well better than us. And yes, you can see them climbing to potentially third. If things go well, maybe second. But to say they should win the league just because they invested money and you guys are dropping off, that's not fair.
No, I only just asked.
No, you didn't. Like the title suggested, Chelsea can win the league. I still make Liverpool favourites. And I'm going to wait and see after what happens tomorrow's game whether I put City in front of them or not. I've got City lose tomorrow.
Personally, I did say that Chelsea will finish second, mainly because when I'm seeing City's form right now, it doesn't look like City are really up for it, or like it's just like they're tired. Like what else can we do? Like, and if Chelsea put a good consecutive run of games, I feel like they can finish second.
Plus, at the end of the day, like I think Bruno Fernandes needs a lot of praise for that for Liverpool fans and Chelsea fans for getting rid of City, because he's killed KDB. He's come and taken his crown, bruv. Done.
Stop it. Stop
He has.
it.
He has. Whoa. Let me show you this. Let me show you this. This is facts here, right? Look at this. Since Bruno came to England, right? 33 games he's played. Okay. 18 goals, 13 assists, 93% goal contribution to game ratio. In that same time, KDB sitting there on his piddly little 74%, just 20 goals in that time. By the way, Fernandes, no midfield player has scored more goals from open play in the Premier League 7 than Bruno Fernandes. It's hit KDB so hard, his poor little ginger head can't cope. He's gone off the pace. City have gone off the pace. We've opened up the door for you guys. So we want a bit of a medal thrown this way if you guys win the league.
Even if Bruno's taking the crown, Terry, even if Bruno's taking that crown, Ziyech's coming for it. Ziyech's coming for the crown. He's coming for it.
Come for it.
He's coming for it. He's a ball. Did you see that little drag back? He did like a drag back and he flicked. Oh, ridiculous.
Question. What the position is Ziyech best in? Because what the position did Lampard play him? No. I'm just asking, what position did Lampard play him today?
He was right wing.
Right wing.
Oh, okay,
he can play right wing. He can play 10. I reckon he could go in that 8 spot if we really wanted to. I reckon he could go in that 8 spot.
If there's an injury, he can fill it up. Honestly, he can play anywhere.
I've really triggered people now. Don't compare KDB to Bruno. Bruno's KDB. He might be, if he's miles clear and playing for a better team with one of the best managers ever versus a rubbish team with a PE teacher. How comes my guy is outperforming him? I want to know the answer. Like, how embarrassing is that? Imagine that. Imagine that.
I swear in Ziyech's 4 games in England, I swear he's got 4 goal contributions. Therefore, he's at 100%. Therefore, the crown is Ziyech's currently.
He doesn't. He's close though. He's close.
Is it? Okay. I'll be watching it. I'll be watching these numbers closely.
And if his numbers over a period of time are better than Bruno's, I will say he's better. Now he's not an attacking midfielder though. He's an inside forward. He plays on the right hand side as a general rule. But
that's why I'm watching.
Oh, well, so if he has a whole season and he outperforms a couple of years, so there's a couple of years, like I said about Bruno, and he outdoes every other inside forward in numbers, I'll keep the same energy. I always do. I do not yield from my beliefs. I've got integrity. It's weird for YouTubers to have integrity, but sometimes it does exist. Listen, everyone who's tuned in, thank you very, very much. As always, we've got another super chat here from Thorhammer that says, if Chelsea don't throw away 2 3-3 games, they would be top of the league. That's true.
That's what happens when Kepa's in goal.
Still only 1 point away. Listen, everyone who's tuned in today, thank you very, very much. As always, hit the like button, share button, sign up to the members list right now for free. First link in the description below. Until next time, take care of yourselves. Goodbye. God bless. Everyone enjoy.